Hello, Matt here. My favorite part of the build time. We're doing the roll cage or the Fiji. Let's go. So basically I don't have the roll cage yet. What we'll be doing now is, well, mounts for the roll cage. So this is where we'll mount the main hoop. Not like that. I have some CAD work to do, then we'll be able to mount them. I just welded in this part to see how my welding is doing, because I've been practicing a lot and this is good. Now I need to make a mount over there. I do have an idea where we'll mount them on here. Don't mind that. This I'll also sort out. We'll have to have a mount here because you'll see the design. Again, like with the Mini, like with every car I build, we're keeping it lightweight yet strong and, well, FIA approved. And also I'll probably have to put a plate right here because I think I'll put the reinforcements here. Not sure about that just yet, but I have to decide quickly because this one on this car is actually, no, I don't. The only problem will be welding it down there, but whatever. This can actually be added later. Either way, plate here, kind of a box there, and a plate there. And the plates can be welded in because they won't be moved. The box, however, will. So we'll just make a CAD template and design it. Oh, and I finally have some decent sheet metal to work with. 3 mil thick. I also have 2 mil thick, 1 mil thick, 0.8 mil, because I'm fed up with using straps. Takes a lot of time. Grinding the paint, there's always some rust, hard to weld. Then with it, it's not that expensive. It will make things a lot easier. So for the cage, we're using the 3 mil. That's FIA regulation, so everything needs to be built from this, and well, this is what we'll use. I already have these. These are actually a bit too big. I mean, they are not too big, but I can go smaller. And for the rear, which is where I'll be using them, so like this, I can go a bit smaller. The plate needs to be 120 square centimeters, so this means I can get away with 8 by 16 centimeters. These are 8 by 18, so I'll chop 2 centimeters off and fit those in. And then for the front, I'll go with something like 12 by 10, which is the bare minimum, and then I'll bend 3 centimeters upwards so it goes into the corner. It's a bit more sturdier, a bit more welding area. So yeah, these, and I'll also make one which is 8 by 16 like these two for the middle there where you saw it, and then we switch for the box for the main hoop. And here we are. And this is the bottom of the box support part. This is the front support plates, rear support plates, middle support plates, and the top of the boxing support, main arc supporting thing. I don't know what these are called. You call them what you want. You know what I mean. Either way, we have them. I love my plasma cutter because it's easy and fast and pretty precise. So let's fit them to the car. there we have it, a bit of cutting, a bit of welding later. This is good. You may think I've kind of shortened it too much, but no, because I'm welding this. Actually, I can weld it right now because this stays put from this point on. And yeah, by the way it looks, we can build a cage from here. Should be good. Let's weld it in place. And we are done. We have two bases to mount the, I'll call it every single name I can think of in this video, I guess. But yeah, this is where we'll mount the main hoop. And while this is not perfect, I will be able to weld that. That one is way better. And you might be tempted to weld them in, but no, don't do that, because we'll have to move them, drop the cage 1 point to, I'll have easier access right here. But yeah, this is now basically done. But now we can put the rear ones in place and the front ones not just yet, because I need to make the cage before that, and that comes tomorrow or day after tomorrow once I kind of make the tubes. I do have the measurements, but as I said, I want this to be very light, so I'll redesign it. I won't do what we usually do, which is basically WRC cage, we in the back, we up there, bracing here, bracing there, whatever, X in the main hoop. No, I'm going with the V in the main hoop, diagonal in the back. I would like diagonal in the roof, but that's gray zone. Some people get it approved. I can't get it approved, obviously, so there's that. I'll get the X in the roof, and yeah, a bunch of stuff to be done. But I need to measure that, and to measure that, as I said, at the main hoop and front half hoops, and then we'll go on. Alright guys, we have the main hoop, and I wanted to live here. See, there was this part here, so cut it out. We will weld it in, so we'll give it some more rigidity. But this is exactly where I want it to live, and now you'll see how tight it gets. So that there is a millimeter gap. Okay, I need to cut it a bit here, bring it in here. So this needs to be trimmed a tiny bit more, and then we'll have it, as you can see, it's basically paralleling this on a decent spacing. We'll have it, actually this needs to be, need a bit more of a bend here. You can see how tight it gets. Not as tight here, because I actually do need a tiny bit, like a half a degree more in here. But I'll do that once I design the cage, and kind of just do this, and then it will work. Now I don't have a notching tool. I'm only doing this on my experience alone, and my god. If every single one turned out like this, I don't even have to weld them. Just kidding. But this was a lucky guess. And the lengths are, I mean, I have 2 meter cutouts. These are, well, what's left from unsuccessful projects. So I'm limited to these 2 meters tubes. So hopefully I have 77 here, and hopefully the rest will be going across and it will work. So yeah, I can build all of this, this whole rear end, with just 2 tubes of 2 meters. Hopefully it will be tight, but let's try it. now I'm not sure what to do. You can see how it, I mean, the pickup point over there, I cannot do anything about it. We have to be there. Now, what I can do is make this here part longer, and then the cage can go more like upwards. But here's my problem then. If I'm doing that, in that case I need to clear this, and then I'm going inwards, and I'm going inwards for like 4 centimeters, and I cannot stay as close here, which will be even closer. This, so we're basically touching, and that's how it will be. But it is a bit lower. Now, when I put the seat in with a helmet, my helmet actually ends up somewhere around here. So, if I make a new one of these and put it up here, I am kinda beneath it then. But, man, I'm not sure what to do. Because again, as I said, you can see now it's touching here. There's basically no clearance all the way here. But if I go up here, you can see I have to go all the way here. So basically 4 centimeters, and then down. Now, I don't mind scrapping this because I won't be scrapping it, because I'm building a cage which will get to use these. But damn, now I'm not sure. Even if I go, like, wanted to go 1 centimeters upwards, but again that pushes the bar so much towards the inside. I don't like it. I don't like it. What to do? What to do? Decision. I think I'll just stick with this, because, as I said, when I'm sitting, so my head ends up here somewhere. I mean, and then again, I have to have that spongy FIA thingy here, which, with this, I can then turn upwards, which I shouldn't be doing, but it will give me more space. If I put it here, it has to go like that. It won't be able to go anywhere else, so I'm losing even more space. I think I'll lose it. I think I'll have it done like this. Taking a break from the cage while I make the seat mount, so I can see where I'm sitting and where I'll fit. We welded it in there. I shouldn't have welded it in here because it was fucking me up, and I need to learn one thing: when it does that, stop. Here, for some strange reason, it was okay. Here it was perfect, but yeah. And now we need to put another bar in here, one like this, and fit the seat. This I'll use the stock mount and this mount, and it should all be perfectly good. And done. This is basically the lowest you can go on this car without cutting. I mean, I am cutting half of this car, so I could have done lower, but no need. I am already sitting so low that I can barely see the bonnet. Actually, if I put the seat in the lowest position, I can't see it. So that will do. Now, tomorrow, I'll do the one which I talked about, which will go all the way up here, and we'll see how that looks, and then I'll decide which one I'll put in the car. It's a decent fitment. E36s are notorious for getting these to fit because of this here, so you can't go any further to the front with this. But yeah, in the end, I went with this here option, and does give me a bit more room, but this is still in the way when I put the padding on. But whatever. Good thing is that we can actually pull this. I mean, I should rework it. I should add half a degree of bend here, then we can pull this over there. But what I'll do instead is use a ratchet strap and tie it to here, and then when I do this support, I'll weld it in and it will hold it there. So I'll weld it in place like that, so I can get another like a half a centimeter, but not a lot, like 2 or 3 mil of plate that I have. But yeah, happy with these. Now we're doing the upper one, which is this, and which is the one I always tend to fuck up, but hopefully we get this one to work. Wow, I don't remember when was the last time I had this one turn out so perfect and symmetrical. Perfect, fucking perfect. Loving it, loving the hell out of it. Now, the huge problem I have is because I need a diagonal. Actually, it would be nice if I have the option of a diagonal. I have the option of an X. So, from here, where I want to start my X, to here, I would need 105 centimeters, which I don't have. But on this edge, it will be like curved. See, why I don't have it is because I have a 2 meter offcut, which I'm using, and here to here I need 94 and 106 actually to here. So basically I have not a single millimeter spare. But as I said, down here we'll have it go at the angle, and here I'll have it here actually. I'll have it at the angle, which will give me 1 centimeter to play. How? Well, I'll measure 94 centimeters or 106, whatever, and then I'll cut it across. So this is 94, and what I'll do is cut it at an angle. Something like this at 90 degrees is one, this at 90 degrees is second line. I'll connect those lines, something like that, and this will give me a bit of room to play, even though I have to watch with the bending and everything then. But as I said, now I have 94 here, 94 on the other side, and here I have 95 and a half or 93-ish around here. So yeah, hopefully we'll get this to work. This is just buying me some material because as I said, I have 2 meter cutoffs and I'm building basically the whole cage out of 2 meter cutoffs. The diagonal we had like 5 millimeters too short, but we got it to work. I'll weld it in. Hopefully this will work, and everything else should be good because for the doors I can't use 2 meter cutoffs, so I have to buy a full tube which is 6 meters, and I'll cut it into 4 and bend it. And also for the A-pillars, so I also had to buy a 2 meter tube which we then cut off. And now I have the front one going across. That's from this one we cut out, and I should have lower pieces. You'll see everything should fit. And I also ordered 2 meters of 35 mil tubing, so smaller diameter, so we can save weight to the front. As I said, once this is done, I'm hoping to get this cage at, if I'm measuring correctly, around 50 kilos, even less, maybe even less, while being all according to FIA standards. So yeah, as I said, we need to bend this one. We'll bend it on Friday when I'm back at work. But yes, I have enough. This one will work, and now the other one. I need to get the seat out also, but for now, I actually got the freaking this one exactly where I need it. The cut, the angle, and this one will barely, but it will work. And with this, I think we have enough tubing to finish the cage. Let's fit these two in, and as I said, then we bend those and we'll be golden. Oh, this one I have to find the angle. Can it be? Who can it be now? We'll go with 12 degrees. That's a bit optimistic. Worst case scenario, we build a roof scoop here. Yeah, that will work. And you cannot see anything, but the rear end of the cage is done. We have a V in the main hoop. It's a bit offset, but accounted for that, which is good because I can move the seat backwards if I need. But yeah, I have a lot of space, and the seat belt from here to the seat will clear. So yeah, that's the simplest design you can have. So therefore the lightest. Unfortunately it's too dark and I didn't see well, and I have a small hole on there, a bigger hole there, but it should be weldable. We'll see. It's not the tightest of the gaps. Everything else is tight, but as I said, I don't have additional one of these or two of these, so we'll have to do. And that's it for now. Next up, Friday, when we have bent roof once and bent door, we weld them in, tag them in place, then we wait for the fronts for, well, the front, and well, then we switch to the roof. I'll actually show you the cage once it's done, how it looks. Then we'll switch to the roof, make the mold, remove the steel roof, and weld the cage in. See you Friday.